Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Hand off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Thompson to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Cyclones are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does. the remainder of this contest.
Send the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Let's talk about Alabama. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Gives it on the option. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
They boot it away. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The screen, he's got wheels. Finds a crease at the 20. Hits a seam wide open. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rolls onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Alabama pushing the tempo. Gives it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Play action. Gets rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive. Softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thompson wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The play action fake. Dances away. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fires to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown time. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Thompson to throw. He's got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do. And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This quarterback part of their running game. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Thompson wants to throw. The screen, he can go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He might want another play. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Try to barge their way in. He gets it in there again. Scored the touchdown, got the two. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Thompson to throw. He's in open space downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Lets it fly deep downfield. So close to a touchdown, but just out of bounds on the left sideline in the end zone.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The give on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back... Pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it's been a... Long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Punt goes out of bounds and didn't do a whole lot to flip field position as they'll take over at the 40. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the point.
Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.